German filmmaker Fritz Lang envisioned a civilization that has grown into a vertical megalopolis. He has also included it in his 1927 film Metropolis. Now, almost about a century later, skyscrapers are popping up everywhere. The 5 tallest buildings in the world were all built after 2010, yet breaking these records in height is not the main driving force behind these developments. There is something else more important behind their construction. The UN predicts that by 2050, the global population will have reached 9.8 billion, and by 2100, it will have reached 11.2 billion. There is a limited amount of habitable land on Earth, and as the population rises, so do concerns about the long-term effects of man-made landscapes. The creators of these skyscrapers claim to have the answers to some of today's problems, in addition to pushing the boundaries of architectural and technological difficulties. The population growth of the world influences the desire for new area development. The frequently increasing number of houses and communities leads to the degradation of forests and other natural areas, which leads to the degrading of our natural resources, brings wildlife at risk, and threatens to destabilize our ecology. This issue must not be neglected. Otherwise, the planet and its people's destruction is unavoidable. The human population is growing at an alarming rate. If no action is taken, a critical mass will be attained. In other words, the ecosystem will be unable to sustain humans. Now, you may be questioning how to live a more sustainable lifestyle. So, as a solution to the rising and inescapable challenge, people are looking to vertical cities. The recent decade has seen the consolidation of the urban environment and urban planning transition from horizontal to vertical. The design of vertical cities reduces land usage and helps in the resolution of environmental issues and deurbanization. Vertical cities, which are environment-friendly and self-sustaining, produce their own energy from renewable resources. They are created by graphene, which is the thinnest material and 100 to 300 times stronger than steel. And bioconcrete is a self-healing cement that stops cracks from forming. A vertical city is a complete human settlement housed within a large skyscraper that leads to the solution to addressing congestion and overpopulation. Instead of destroying woods and marshes to create residences, shopping malls, and industries, they may be built on a single vertical tower which preserves the ecosystem. High-rises increase accessible residential and commercial space and reduce the impact of overcrowding. People would live, work, and attend school in a vertical city. Moreover, vertical towers can also help to preserve natural resources. The goal of vertical cities is to provide a suitable urban environment in conditions of high population expanding and limited land. With the large introduction of high-rise buildings, there is a need for fresh concepts and methods for urban space planning as urban expansion accelerates. The researchers analyzed and coordinated a list of high-tech alternatives for arranging the space of vertical cities, which are a significant aspect of the development of the high-rise building approach. Their concepts range in scale: the existence of large amounts of public space, self-sufficiency, sustainability inclinations, and the chance to provide a fresh and uniquely comfortable atmosphere to the population living in them. In short words, the concept of a vertical city is defined as a collection of vertical structures with an established infrastructure. It is an entire ecosystem in the air environment, which is many times longer than any building on the earth. In a vertical city, each individual must have their own residential chamber that is flexible and safe. There are numerous architectural options for vertical cities, and it is critical to separate the work and residential sectors. It is also important to have multiple emergency escape routes in place in the event of an emergency. Moreover, inhabitable towers are likely to be separate from the architectural and farming towers. However, the 2 individual purpose towers might be linked by 1 or more bridges. Internal temperature control and artificial daylight enables crops from around the world to be cultivated and harvested in the same place in a self-contained architectural region. In addition, Internal transportation would most likely be a complicated network of elevators and monorails. The vertical city will most probably be built with a focus on comfort, and hence, these cities in the sky will almost certainly include a range of entertainment facilities, such as movie theaters, playgrounds, and amusement park rides. Furthermore, the most crucial design factor of a vertical city is to keep a strong focus on environmental sustainability, to ensure the economy, innovative technology parameters, and other energy-efficient techniques must be incorporated into the design. In addition, to consider the strength and energy-efficient parameters of the structure, it is also a key point to plan the zone-wise distribution of the structures of the vertical city to ensure the effective distribution of vertical structures in different sectors, such as space for inhabitants to live, commercial space for business, educational area, and a space for recreational purpose of the inhabitants. Although urban cities design the zoning regions horizontally, the vertical city will utilize an upward perspective for zoning. The higher levels of the structure are better for the residential zone to keep the inhabitants in relatively the calmest and clean atmosphere, while the middle and lower levels of the structure are to be zoned for the purpose of everyday needs, such as for commercial, institutional, and other mixed-use components. Vertical cities can help keep resources and people closely connected through innovative mixed-use design, thus mobilizing business growth, technological advancement, energy efficiency, and a variety of lifestyles. When done correctly, constructing vertically helps you urbanize on a smaller plot of ground. Many people believe that urbanization is bad for the environment and that it destroys nature. While horizontal urbanization unavoidably leads to the elimination of agricultural lands, vertical urbanization significantly mitigates the impact. Moreover, global warming is one of the most serious environmental issues confronting the world today, and continuing horizontal urbanization does nothing to address it. Single-family homes are much more difficult to insulate than term facility structures such as apartments, and as a result, energy loss is much greater. Because the region is more confined, vertical urbanization provides far more effective energy utilization and conservation, at least when it comes to heating. There are also social and financial advantages. It is significantly less expensive to expand and grow on what you already have as a basis than to entirely urbanize fresh regions. Vertical urbanization has the potential to strengthen social cohesiveness, since it promotes individuals in close proximity to one another, whereas horizontal urbanization has the ability to foster social divide in regions. In addition to providing a huge amount of advantages, unfortunately, vertical cities have certain drawbacks as well. It is true that vertical cities are friendly to the environment and the economy, but in addition to these and many other positive parameters, vertical cities apply some negative effects on the inhabitants as well. Vertical urbanization has its own set of issues. When everything is packed this closely together, then the options to maintain a healthy lifestyle get progressively restricted, especially in cases when the travel becomes more vertically focused than horizontal. Walking down the street to your workplace may save you a few steps, but if you work on the top level, you're more likely to take the elevator than the stairs. Elevation also causes issues in providing services to high-rise neighborhoods. Pipes will be required on all levels of a building for water supply and drainage systems. The greater the elevation, the more power is required to move water to the top floors. When hundreds of people work out of the same building, hygiene may be an issue, especially with waterways. This places a burden on architects and water suppliers to guarantee that the building can accommodate the increased number of residences. That was all for today's video. We hope you have enjoyed the video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Moreover, if you are new and haven't subscribed to the channel yet, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any useful, informative daily videos. Thank you for watching, and best of luck.